The House Intel Committee chairman says he has found zero evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians.
Look, I don't believe that to be the case. I don't think the evidence exists for that. But we are going to do our investigation, and we will figure out if there's any intelligence or evidence that suggests that that in fact is the case.
Meanwhile, the committee is getting ready to hold its first public hearing on the issue. So what can we expect? South Carolina Congressman and member of the House Intel Committee, Trey Gowdy, joins us right now. Congressman, usually the Intel Committee, don't they meet in secret? For them to have a public hearing, that's something.
It is rare, and Chairman Nunes deserves credit, along with Ranking Member Schiff, for trying to do as much of this in public as we can. But it is rare to have a public hearing, given the nature of the information we deal with on the Intel Committee and the identity of the witnesses. It's rare. So
what can we expect to hear in this public hearing, which is obviously different than what you guys hear behind closed doors?
You know, I think Chairman Nunes put his finger on it twice in the clip you just played, and it's the word evidence. If there is evidence of Russian efforts to interfere, we need to know it. If there are evidence to suggest that Russia attempted to influence the election, we need to know it. We need to see the evidence behind our government's response to those efforts. So I come from a background that is evidence-centric. I'm not interested in summaries. I can't deal with anonymous sources. I need witnesses, I need facts, and I need evidence.
Sure. Now, one of the suggestions that has been going around Washington and is starting to pick up some momentum is the fact that there are some people who are embedded in the permanent government or the deep state that are out to harm this president, and so they leak stuff to the press. Look, the press, they feel often that they've got an obligation to report this stuff, even though it's coming from an unnamed source who may have an agenda.
Well, the unnamed source is one issue, and I'm going to let the media sort out whether the moral quandary that is that. I'll tell you what's not a moral quandary, and that is the printing of classified information. And I will tell you this. We had a hearing yesterday on one of our surveillance programs that is up for reauthorization this year, and I'll tell you the same thing I said yesterday. The reauthorization of these tools that we need to keep us safe is in jeopardy if we don't stop the leaks. So I get that people are interested in the content. I am too. But leaks are illegal, and they are dangerous, and they are deleterious to our national security. And I wish that all facets of the media showed the same interest in finding the identity of the leaker as they do the content of the leak.
Well, if it's a big story, they're going to run with it. The reporters are. The problem is whoever's got the information is leaking it out. You got to find those people.
It's a small universe of people. You are dealing with the FBI, the NSA. It is a small universe of people who would have had access to the underlying conversation, any summaries, and then what ultimately wound up in the Washington Post. You're not talking about 300 million people. You might be talking about 30. So you need to find those 30 and then apply whatever pressure is necessary from a legal standpoint through your investigation, because leaks are going to destroy these programs.
And the government is looking for the leakers, right?
I hope. That's a DOJ question. I can't imagine they would not be.
Yeah, we all hope they are. All right.
I hope.
Congressman Trey Gowdy, thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Have a good weekend.
You as well, sir.